you a little bit about my inventory system. So you know that I sell on Poshmark. I have been selling on there for several months now, and I've gone through a few inventory systems in my time. But I settled on one that I finally really love, and I wanted to show you how it works. So let's take a look. Okay, so when I list an item for sale in my Poshmark closet, I then put it in a pile for it to get inventoried. And when I say inventoried, this is what I mean. I have this system here, it's shelves, and then I use these blue IKEA bags that I order from IKEA's website. And I also use the free shipping supplies from USPS.com, which I'll talk about in a second. And then I put them all away in here, and when the time comes, I go and find the corresponding number, and I pull it out and just ship it. It's super fast and easy. So I'll break it down for you in a little bit more detail. First of all, I use these blue IKEA bags, and I just go onto IKEA.com. I know you can also order them from Amazon. I just get mine straight from IKEA, and I order them usually like 20 to 25 bags at once, just to get the most bang for my buck when it comes to paying for shipping. I don't know if you can get them cheaper on Amazon with like Prime shipping, but I go for IKEA. Second, I have two different kinds of envelopes. So the first kind of envelope are these, just priority mail. I think they're called Tyvek envelopes, and they are pretty thin. They're kind of like a smooth, shiny paper. They're not easy to rip. Like if I try to rip it, it doesn't really rip. And they are a bit bigger. And then there's also these, and these are a bubble mailer. So they're thicker and they're more plasticky feeling, but they are smaller. So you can see when I hold them both up, the bubble mailer is a bit smaller. However, for my system and the way that it all works, I prefer using the bubble mailer. If I have something too big to fit in this, I have a separate bin that I keep just a few of those things in, like big jackets, and those either go in a box, a flat rate box, or one of these, and I just keep these kind of on hand for if I need them. Mostly though, I use these priority mail, the little bubble mailers. Okay, so what I do is I take a piece of clothing, and once it's listed, I then assign it a number. So I have these printouts that I made, and there's a little line here at the top where I put a letter, and then there's 25 spots to put the clothing items. For me, each of these bags I found holds about 25 items per IKEA bag. So I know that I'm gonna have 25, and I assign it a number. Each bag has a corresponding number. So this one says A, B, and so on. Then you have the numbers 1 through 25. So for example, if somebody ordered out of my A, maybe they order this one, and it says A6. So then what I do, once I write out my list here, I have everything put out in a numerical order in the corresponding bag, and it goes on the shelf. Then I take this list to my computer, and I go to all of the listings that I have that I've already listed, and I go ahead and add that 3-digit little code. So in this case, it would be A06 to the title, not the description, but the title of the item, so that when somebody actually buys the item and I'm going to ship it, I don't have to click into the item and go down to the description and look for the number. I can just scroll through the list and see, okay, here's A6, here's E5, here's B11, and just pull the things that I need. Then when I actually go to ship it, it's already folded, it's already in the shipping envelope. I peel off this little number, I take a peek inside to make sure that the correct item is actually in there, and then I seal it closed and I slap a label onto it, and that's pretty much it. It goes in the mail. Super quick, super easy. Since I started doing kind of the lower cost items in my closet, where I've really embraced being a volume seller, and I've decided that I'm going to just make those low offers and try to just move as much stuff out of my closet as I can. I'm trying to limit the amount of extra packaging and time that it's taking to, package things up. If I was selling things for, you know, $30, $40, $50 an item, and I was making a decent amount of profit on each item, I would probably spend some more time, you know, putting in free gifts or putting in tissue paper or things like that. But I've kind of cut the crap now, and I just go ahead and, you know, make it as quick and painless on myself as I possibly can, and this is the system that I use to do it. Now, I originally got the idea for this from Nicole State, from, I think hers is State Street, is her channel, but Nicole State, and she has a very similar system to this. The only difference I think with her system is she uses the original envelopes that I showed you, those slippery ones. For me, those don't stack up very great in here. It's really hard to kind of keep things standing up neat and in order, which is why I switched to using these. They hold up much better in my experience. And also the way I do my coding and all of that is my own. But if you want to check out her system, I will link the video below for hers in the description. So let me know what kind of inventory system you have for your closet below in the comments. And be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Until next time, bye!